What is up guys, Vasco here and welcome back to a new video of Let's Build Dale. So this video is going to be slightly different to the other episodes because this is going to be more of a planning video, so there'll be a lot more thinking and talking and commentary in it than building and progress, and I'll be using World Edit brushes to map out roads and that. So I've already started, I've driven out these roads here which will lead to a market area here. And it will be a small market, it won't be as big as the other one. There's also the wall outline here. I know the render distance is small, so I might turn shaders off this one episode. Even though I do like having shaders on, I do need to have a long render distance, and for that I'll have to have shaders off. Even though you won't ever notice a difference with it on and off, I can notice the difference, and it would just be easier to have it without. I have outlined the exit, as I call it, just the end of it. So there will be houses along here and probably a back road alongside, and then they'll have like maybe a garden thing if they're lucky. But yeah, I've driven out this section of the wall there as well. It's kind of like a sea wall, just because it looks a bit rough and too natural there, and I feel like it would just be best if it was like this, and then I just had a similar design like that. But I won't do actually proper designing building. It's just going to be all planning. So over here is going to be the palace slash where they will live, and I'm not going to plan this out, but I'm just going to leave a massive area. So I use purple for this because purple is a royal colour, and I think we want this to be quite big. So I kind of draw out diagonally. Most of this will be diagonal. I do want to find a centerpiece, and I want this to be 3 blocks with I want it to go in blocks of 3s, but then I usually like to draw it in like a middle there. So I'll just do that, and where I think a good center point would be where the main entrance would be. So that's one there, and then there'll be another one here. So here would be a good spot, I think, and that will need to curve around. So if we leave a gap of 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it will start again there. Then you can have that there. And that leads to another one, and then this can turn here. Yeah, have that, and then it can. Should I have that flat? No, I'll turn it every so often. So there, and then it can go like that for the rest of the build. Okay, so one more like that. I'll put that one up a bit more so I can recognise it a bit easier, and I think we'll just expand this very slowly. That's 3 blocks, so I need one more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there'll be one here, and I need to put an extra block there, and one there. And how many boxes is this in total? 4, 8. So we just do it in blocks of 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll just leave it off like that, and that should be okay. So we just block it off like so, and I think that's a decent area for the palace. So there will be houses going along down here and a big building along here, and it's going to be quite diagonal along here, so I think it will look pretty cool when done. Sorry about the background noise, there are a lot of birds tweeting outside. Not sure why, but they're doing what they're going to do. So yeah, and I do need, of course, the road going all the way to the palace. So if I just do biosphere orange 3, and then mask that to grass, and then I can kind of bring that in here. Like so, I do want to smooth this area off. So yeah, it's exciting to get started on the other side of Dale now. Progress, of course, is being made, and this is such a smaller area if you think about it. So this area shouldn't take that long, which is good. The sooner I get this map done, really the better. So this is going to be a market area, and over here I want to have an amphitheatre. So that's going to be interesting, like a proper amphitheatre that'll have probably tiered stairs, and I think it'll look pretty cool. But it won't be too big. It'll be probably be stairs on this side, stairs on that side, and then a normal entrance, like a floor there, and then the stage here, and then probably something at the back as well. But we won't plan out houses quite yet. However, I do want to have one there. So if I just shorten the to about 1, I think I can have like a back road here, going to the wall, so there can be houses there. And they look like they're going to be too small there, but we'll make it fit. And yeah. Alright, so where do we go from now? I think we want something going down here. And just make that a bit wider as well, because that looks a bit small. Alright. I know I'm doing this a bit unnaturally, but it'll look alright, I'm hoping, when done. In fact, maybe we want it to be a square. We'll probably have buildings go along here. And then the amphitheatre here with like we'll try and get like a grand entrance. I think that'll look pretty cool. And then we can have a tower here, another bell tower, and like a drawbridge sort of in there. Maybe another one there, and this can all join together, and that can eventually join to the palace. I think that'd be really cool if we can have something like that. I think that'll work. And yeah, I know I still have details over there and there to do, but we're not going to get started on that for a while. So anyway, as I said, the amphitheatre will be here. So if I kind of diagnose up there, and then I get a sign, and I put amphitheatre, I don't know how to spell it. Theatre, something like that. Seems about right. And then over here I'll have a belfry tower, bell tower. Don't know why I called it belfry. I think belfry is the whole bell tower, so I could have just put belfry, and that will take up this space. And amphitheatre is of course here. This is going to be Bane's palace. There we go. So that's where Bane's going to live, and all the important people, his children and all that. That takes up quite a lot of this side of Dale, actually. Coming to think about it. I think that'll be alright though, but there is a lot of wheat areas. Maybe this should have been houses, but we'll leave it as it is, because I don't want to make the city too big, because I do want to have a lot of details on there. Of course, I'm done. And that's the main entrance there. So we do need we do have a second one at the back. Maybe we need one there, but we won't do that yet. In fact, I do want to, if I just make myself slightly faster, I just did that for walking speed, but oh well. If I just get this light blue wall, and just fly over here and just fix this a bit. So, speed 1. There we go, that's a bit better. And then we'll just fix that up. I didn't check what time I started recording, so I don't know how long this video is. I know when I actually record this, you actually see the Minecraft bar at the top, like the window, and that is quite annoying, and it leaves the desktop as blue, which I find a bit weird, but I'll just have to have that as a consequence. And then I just replace them with black bars just to make it look a bit like a cinematic. But when I press F3 or something, you don't always see everything, as I saw in the last video. But it did come out alright, and the quality was okay. It was just kind of what it's always like, because if I want it to be full quality, it ends up as about, I think when I was recording it and I was rendering it, I think I had done 20%, and it was already on 10 gigabytes. So if you think about the final cut, that's going to be nearly or just over 50 gigabytes. And there's no way I can upload that to YouTube, because it's just going to take too long. And if I had the world's best internet, it can handle it, but it can't. So I just have to deal with lower quality videos, which is a shame, but it's just what I have to deal with. I mean, the videos that when I make these, they actually come out quite small, but yet when I put music in the background, they do end up having a much higher storage amount, or I don't know what the word is for it. But if anyone's got a solution for that, so I can upload high quality videos, because I'm trying to improve them as I go. I want a road here as well. I believe I'm still in the still in the orange. So the roads are getting smaller, which is not what I want. Where's the orange? Here we go, and then mask the grass. Go, and then that can just go along here. I think that'll work. And I do feel like we need another river in here. I do kind of want one, because it is a much smaller it is much smaller. So maybe we can do that. We can plan out a river. Okay. So if this goes down over here, and then we can have a house. We can fit a smaller house there, and then have them kind of along here. If I make the, I feel like maybe this would work over here as like a back road as well. Okay, we ain't going to focus on the big details, and then this is going to be the back of the amphitheatre, so that can come out here and join up here. Okay, and I think that can come over here and join up there. So that looks alright as a small plan, just for how it's going to look. Of course, it hasn't got all the really small roads in there. That's just an idea of what it will look when done. Yeah, as you can tell, the palace does seem to take up quite a lot of Dale. But I think that'll be alright. We'll carry on recording because the video's not too long. So I think we might as well start planning out some buildings. So if I plan out the amphitheatre, I will use green wool for this because I usually use green wool for buildings, apart from the palace, which we planned out in purple. So yeah, so I was thinking of maybe having a kind of quite a thick walled tower, like 2 of them. I'm trying to like think of something where I've seen it, but I can't think of anything. But yeah, this will look more like a gate entrance, I think, than an amphitheatre entrance. But I think it'll look alright when done. And then actually, because I do like being asymmetrical sometimes, I will make the other bit slightly smaller. So this will be, I think, 5 blocks wide. I think will work. That's plenty of width. Alright, okay, and then that can go in there. So I just plan out this area on the floor. I won't go up in height, of course. And then I'll have another one here. I'll have this be 3. Will that work? Maybe I could have it circular. Yeah, I think that'll work. Like that. There we go. So that. Oh, hang on, I fucked up here. Where have I gone? There I've gone wrong. Alright, so I can have it like that. I think that looks a bit different, and it is at an angle, which I think will be alright. Maybe. We'll leave that as it is right now, and then we'll need seats, of course. So I felt there'll be a tower here, and then this will go back 3 blocks, and then we can have this expand like this. I think will work. And then over here, this could just be straight. Yeah, I'll keep it straight, and then there'll be seats up here, like a couple of levels up, and they can just watch the show. Alright. So what are we looking at in terms of size? So I do the same idea because I can get some nice designs on the walls. So if I have that go up to here, so it's not too big, but it's looking asymmetrical, which is good, which is what we want. Because if it looks too much the same, it does end up looking bad. Okay. Alright. I'm hoping to use a lot of the lighter stone as well, because I have used that in some of my advantages, especially on the farm. So I want to use that again. Alright. There we go. So the stage will be here, and I think we'll have just a building behind it. So this will have to come around the back a bit more, but that won't matter. And then we can have maybe another tower here. Yeah, I think we'll have the same one as the circle one. So we can always copy and paste. I know I like to have unique stuff, but if it's going to look the same, you might as well copy and paste it. Okay, and this will be the stage here. In fact, I'm gonna bring this back as well, simply because they can like kind of go down a stair at the beginning that leads them to the amphitheatre. I don't need the sign anymore because I've already, of course, started designing it, so I don't actually need to know what it's going to look like. And this has actually been brought back quite a bit, looking at it now. But it shouldn't matter, we can use stairs. I think it'll look cool when you're going down, or slabs when you're going down the little hanging bridge when I put that in. But yeah, I think it'll look pretty cool to do. Of course, I'm hoping to have most of this built on YouTube, so there won't be a lot of like progress in each video, and there won't be much building in the video unless I do time lapses, which are okay, but they don't always go as expected, and they do take some planning. and you got to build in quite big batches there. It's not annoying, but it's just a bit more effort, but that's good. Okay, and there we go. That's the whole lot, but we won't put in the slabs yet. And then we'll have a building here. Yeah, we'll just have a small one. All right, okay. I'll say a small one. It's not really that small. And then if I design this as a 3-block thing again, so that's just how I like to do my windows. All right, and then there'll be another one there, and there. How many blocks would this come back? 2, 3. That comes back all right, actually. Okay. That will need to be brought back by 3 blocks, I'd say. But I think that won't be a problem. So it's quite a big amphitheatre. Well, not big, but it's bigger. Would that work? No. Right, okay. So we'll just have to improvise on that, and then that building will be pushed back. So we won't work on that anymore. But we've kind of got an idea now. Actually, I'll just quickly, I think whilst we're at it, if we have this go back by 5 blocks, 1, 2, we're on 5 blocks there, but I feel like it might be too thin. So we'll go back to 7. So yeah, as you can see, this road is a bit tampered with now. That's 7, but if you have it like that, that will be incorrect. So we can either move this forward or move that back again. We'll move it back again. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, like so. There we go, and should be 1 here as well. And then we can just kind of improvise on this bit here. And then there's a bit down the middle. There we go. That's looking okay. And then this bit can be like a back entrance. And I know the design of the floor has kind of gone wrong, but it'll be all right. And what did I say I wanted over here? I kind of wanted a drawbridge, not drawbridge, kind of like an overhanging connection. But we do need something here then. We will consider that, and then the belfry will be here. I think I'm going to have this be 7 by 7. That's 3 by 3, so I'll have one there. I think that's all 7. Yep. Right, it's 5 by 5 really, if you take the corners out, which I probably will. There you go, and then that's going to diagonally connect to the other side, which you can't really tell how that's going to happen, but it will, I'm hoping. In fact, that does need to be completely diagonal, I think. Actually, no, we might be able to come up with some weird, funky shape for that. Possibly. Never know. And I might just bring this out by 3 blocks, like this. Have a little, like, taggy bit on the end. Don't know what to call it. In fact, no, we'll want that. 1 back. 2, 3. And then like that. Or is that? That's 2 square, maybe? I don't know. We'll leave that how it is, and I think we've been recording for a while. We've been recording for 18 minutes, so I think I'm going to end the video off here. We've done a little bit, so if you did enjoy this episode, you can like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.